The most common way to make money in real estate is through appreciation. That is, the increase in property's value when you sell it. Location, development, and improvements are the primary ways that residential and commercial real estate can appreciate in value. Inflation can also play a role in increasing a property's value over time. Appreciation is increased in different ways for different types of property, but it is only executed by selling. However, you can increase your return on investment on a property in several ways. If you want to appreciate an undeveloped land, the best way is to develop it. As the cities expand, the land outside the limits become increasingly valuable because of its potential to be purchased by developers. Once developers build houses or commercial buildings, it raises that value even further. Appreciation in land can also come from discoveries of valuable minerals or other commodities. An extreme example of this would be striking oil, but appreciation can also come from gravel deposits, trees, and other natural resources found in your land. When looking at residential properties, location is often the biggest factor in appreciation. As the neighborhood around a home evolves, adding transit routes, schools, shopping centers, playgrounds, and more, these changes cause the home's value to climb. Of course, this trend can also work in reverse, with home values falling as a neighborhood decays. Home improvements can also increase appreciation. Putting in an extra bathroom, heating your garage, and remodeling kitchen with state-of-the-art appliances are just some of the ways a property owner may try to increase the value of a home. A commercial property also gains value for the same reasons, and also are worth more. But what role does inflation play in property values? Where there is appreciation, there also comes inflation. An annual inflation rate of 10% means that your dollar can only buy about 90% of the same goods the next year. And that includes property too. If a piece of land was worth $100 in 1970, it would still be worth many times more today. Because of runaway inflation throughout the 1970s, it would likely take more than $700,000 to purchase that land in 2021. Thus, inflation alone can lead to appreciation in real estate, but it is a bit of a victory at a cost. While you may get 5 times your money due to inflation, when many other goods also cost 5 times as much to buy too, so purchasing power in your current environment is still a factor. But how can you make profits from real estate? The second big way real estate generates wealth is by providing regular payments of income, which is generally called as rent. But income from real estate can come in many forms. In case of a raw land, companies may pay you royalties for any discoveries or regular payments for any structures they add. These structures include pump jacks, pipelines, gravel pits, access roads, and mobile towers. Raw land can also be rented for production. Using agricultural production and also land tracts with trees may be valuable for the timber that can be periodically harvested. Whereas in a residential property, income comes in the form of basic rent. Your tenants pay a fixed amount per month, which will increase every year with inflation and demand, and you take out your cost from it, while enjoying the remaining portion as a rental income. A desirable location is critically important in residential property to ensure that you can secure tenants easily. Commercial properties can produce even more income from the same sources, with basic rent again being the most common. But here the tenants are companies or businesses that pay premium amounts as a same-sized residential property. Renting out properties can make you good money, but it requires a long time to make a certain amount. Here is how to make it faster but a little riskier. The most traditional ways of earning income from real estate is flipping. Property flippers specialize in adding a high return to houses in a short time by buying and selling quick. Flipping can be lucrative if you know how to find properties that need fixing up and you have the necessary skills to do the renovations yourself or oversee a crew to carry them out. If you have a sense of a property's underlying cost and potential value, you can earn millions within a year. Airbnb and vacation rentals has also taken off in recent years, as many travelers prefer this option than staying in a hotel. Homeowners could earn income by renting out a house or even just a room on a short-term basis, especially if the property is in an area that's a well-known tourist destination. But keep in mind that short-term rentals are regulated and sometimes even banned in certain cities. Check your city's bylaws before listing a property on a website such as Airbnb, VRBO, or HomeAway, and also figure in what additional deep cleaning and sanitizing between guests will add to the cost. There are also some alternative real estate income sources, such as real estate investment trusts, or REITs, and mortgage-backed securities, or MBS. They are generally considered vehicles for driving real estate income, but they have varying processes for doing so. With a REIT, the owner of multiple commercial properties sells shares to investors and then gives dividend of the rental income in the form of a distribution. The other option is short sales that involves purchasing a home from a lender when the mortgagee is behind on payments. The lease options is when you lease with an option to buy in bull real estate market, where prices are rising. You may be able to complete the purchase later at a lower, preset price, or make a profit by selling your purchase rights. The contract flipping is a type where instead of flipping houses, this flipping involves the transfer of the rights of a purchase contract to another buyer. If you can locate distressed sellers and motivate buyers and bring them together, you may be able to make profit in this way. The bottom line is that there are several proven strategies for making money in real estate. Appreciation, inflation, and income are the most popular and rank high on the list, but several alternative real estate investments also exist. Understanding your investments, risks, and whether the overall process is worth it or not is up to you. But if you don't have the investments for real estate, here is another option for money making for you. Hit the thumbs up and subscribe to never miss on updates.